Good morning and welcome to the Forex Daily Update, brought to you by Pepperstone. It's Monday the 20th of November 2017 and I'm Darren Sinden. And don't forget you can follow me throughout the day on Twitter by using @ds_Pepperstone. Right, let's take a look at overnight changes and price moves to be aware of. As it's Monday, we're looking at things from a weekly basis, and I just want to flag a few points of interest here. First of all, dollar yen 112 handle, but only just 112.11 trading shortly before we came on air. That was a move of 1.32% over the previous week, so it's interesting to see that continuing to strengthen. We talked about commodity currencies recently quite a bit, and here's a mover. It fits the bill. Almost a 1% move in dollar peso. Korean won, another mover we've focused on recently, but 1.7% the weekly move on the Korean won against the US dollar. And the South African rand has moved by 3% against the dollar over the last week. Quite a big range, and I don't think that really covers it all. It's worth looking at a chart of that one, but obviously very sensitive to events in neighbouring Zimbabwe. The biggest changer over the last 7 days, though, Bitcoin, which has moved by 22.3%. Now, chart of the day, the question here, will we see continued strength for the Korean won against the US dollar? You can see that the trend really over the last couple of years has been for the won to strengthen, and it continues to do so, and it's probably gained some momentum, it's fair to say, over the last couple of weeks, the last month perhaps. Now we're testing below 1100, and one wonders whether the good news can continue out of Korea and whether the won will continue to strengthen on the back of that. Right, what's on the calendar today? Events that may move the market. It is a pretty compact calendar, but for all that there is plenty to pay attention to. Starting at 7 o'clock GMT with PPI or Producer Price Index data out of Germany for October. Be interesting to see how that feeds into the inflation equation there. And then at the other end of the spectrum, as far as Europe's concerned, at 9 o'clock we'll have Greek current account deficit or surplus data for September. The Bundesbank are due to produce their monthly report as well today. And then at 12:15 GMT we'll start the ball rolling as far as ECB speeches are concerned. First of all, board member Lautenschläger standing up to speak at 12:15, as I say. Then Mario Draghi speaking at 1400 GMT. Someone we haven't heard a lot of until recently is Vice President of the ECB, Vita Constancio. He's speaking at 14:15. And then Mr. Draghi gives us a second bite of the cherry with a speech at 1600. And there are a couple of US bill auctions to finish the day off at 16:30. Right, breaking news and comment that's caught my eye today. First of all, China has moved to curb risky lending and has introduced tighter rules on those kind of loans, as Shanghai equities have fallen on the news. Meanwhile, Thailand's GDP has grown by an impressive 1% quarter on quarter in Q3, and that's the strongest growth in the country for more than 4 years. Staying in Asia, New Zealand's food inflation has dipped to 2.7% in October against the previous read of 3% in September, and that's possibly good news for the incoming government there. Meanwhile, in Europe, EU members ex the UK will meet in Brussels today to discuss Brexit, so it'll be interesting to see if there's any progress made there. Right, food for thought, something for you to take away into the trading day, and why not think about this? Bitcoin is often said to be part of a new and unique asset class, but markets like comparisons, and they do that with some justification. The chart opposite compares Bitcoin's meteoric rise with some historic market boom and busts, and the question is it different this time round, or is Bitcoin heading for a big fall? Well, you'll have to make your mind up about that, but it's well worth having a look at that chart. Right, risk warning time. Please take a moment to read the risk warning. Trading CFDs and Forex on margin can be a risky business. If you're in any doubt about those risks, then please do contact your Pepperstone account representative. Thank you for your time.